Hey guys, it's JC Chandler back again. Today I am showing you some rings that I worked on, and I will be doing a tutorial. I can't remember at this moment. If I can find it, I will put the link down below for the channel that I saw this on. This specific ring. So these are leather rings. And let me just show you, see if I can put it on. I don't know if it's my size. Yeah. So it's kind of mimicking a belt buckle. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But basically I have a piece of turquoise wrapped in copper, and it's on 3mm, whoops, 3mm leather. And I will be doing a tutorial on this. If you're interested, just put a comment below. And it's just another idea, something to add to your portfolio as a creator. And this one is a seed bead. It's a glass seed bead on another thin piece of leather wrapped in copper. I think everything that I show you in leather is going to be wrapped in copper today. Maybe silver. I see one I made with silver. Here's the first one I made. It is a 3mm bead. The smaller the better. I mean, it's 3mm leather, so we can play around with the sizes. Like this one is long, so I decided to wrap it on top of it. So there's another one. Let's see, a couple of rings that I did 2 of these. Just it was the first 2 that I made, so I wanted to practice. Here's another one, a black leather and another copper bead on top with another turquoise bead on top wrapped in copper. Let's see, do I have another one? Yes, I decided to take another colored stone and wrap that. And I was testing out this kind of bead. I'm not sure that that works very well, but it is another option. And I made it kind of big too because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So those are the leather earrings. And I'm pretty excited about these because I don't see them anywhere else. And hopefully the customers will enjoy having something different. And I'm trying to mess around with some wire. I think I mentioned that to you guys prior to the holidays. So I took some, I think this might be 3mm, or it's probably 18 gauge, maybe 20 gauge. I think this is 18 gauge aluminum. And I keep hitting the camera, sorry. And I like what I did here. I hammered it. I don't know if you can see the texture, to give it some character. But it also strengthens it too. So there's that. And it could be stretched outward, but for the size, I keep it right here. That's for me. So I'll be playing around a little more on that. And I think the thicker bands are my favorite. So this one was just a total playing around. I twisted some wire and then spiral it. And the only thing is you have to be careful with the ends. So that was a challenge, but I still like it. This one's more flexible than this one. And here's just a thin copper. I think this one is actually 20 gauge and a little daintier with some seed beads wrapped on there. So there's some wire working. So wrapped some square beads. I don't know, you can't tell in here, but this is a square bead wrapped in brass. So my gold tone wires are gonna always be raw brass. I don't have any coated wires. I'd rather work in the raw copper. So here's a couple of rings that I did in, excuse me, brass. Raw brass and raw copper is what I work with, and aluminum. And some stainless steel. If I'm doing rings, I'm probably doing aluminum. So here's one. It's a square bead and it's sitting inside the setting. Pretty simple ring. Here is a round bead. I wanted some color, so there's orange. That's another style. And I was trying to do something different. This one I hammered, which I like, and it strengthened it. I love how strong it made it. But this was something I was just playing around with. And this one moves, which some people might like, some people might not. I probably next time would put one bead down there. And there's that. I love that bead. That's a glass bead along with some brown looking crystals. This one is wood. These two are wood, and I like the hammer. I think I'm going to continue to do the hammering on the bands because it makes them nice and strong. So this is a wood bead wrapped just like the other stones. Another wood bead, just something different. I've not seen these before. And I don't think they're out there. Here's one in copper. That one's a little small, but I like it. Again, hammered the bottom. And when I have multiple strands, I like to hammer them. Here's another copper. Let me show you some more copper. These are all raw copper. And this is another square bead that is wrapped in copper wire. This one I did multiple. I didn't hammer that one. Was playing around with that. I'm not sure I like that because of the way the bead is leaning, but I guess if I paid attention before I started wrapping the sides, I would have paid attention, made that adjustment. But again, these are all items that I was playing around with. This one is a thinner band, and for this stone, I probably will start making thicker bands for that, but that's pretty. I like that. That's another square bead. Here's another square bead in brass. And the next few are in, I believe these are all, this one's stainless steel, and then the rest of them are copper. Stainless steel is kind of hard for me to work with. It's very, very, very hard. It's a hard metal, and I always stick myself when I use it. So I'm opting to use aluminum, and then I'll just harden it. Here's one. This right here I was testing. So these are rhinestones that have the prongs on them. And I decided to wrap them the way that I did the square. And I think I like them. This one is my birthstone. So I think I like that one a lot. And then there's the red one. So I'm going to do a few more of those. It almost looks like it is in a setting, and the prongs makes it look like it's part of the ring. So I like those two. I only did those two because I wasn't sure what they were going to come out, how they would come out. But I did do this one. That's a purple, deep dark purple one. And I think I like that as well. I would probably put a little bit more wrapping on it. And here's a couple more square beads that I did in the silver. I think this one's small for me. I like that. That's a soft pink. This is another purple, which I think I like. Square beads. And I grabbed some of the beads from my recent bead haul and decided to see what those would look like. Now I had these already. That one's too small. So again, I didn't pay attention to the level of this bead when I was before I started wrapping it. So that's a little off. But again, I did hammer the bottom, which is a very nice look. I didn't hammer all of them. This one I really like. Now, if I could get more of these are called coin style beads. I need more of these. If you know where I can get more of these in this shape with a hole, I love these. They make perfect rings. This was in my haul from, I think, Joann's. And then I did not hammer that one, but I like that. And here's another one that was off center, but that's okay. Again, I can adjust. I'm just playing around here. And I would love to show you, these are simple rings. It just takes some practice. Here's another one, green from the, I think it was the Walmart haul. Look at that, that's pretty. So coming soon, I will be doing a tutorial on how I created these. I do have another video that is on here that shows some of the techniques that I used here. This is by no means my original way of making rings. There's so many online that have made these wire wrapped rings. One of them is Matt Krafke, I think his last name is, his channel. And then there's a Heather Boyd Wire. She's amazing with her wire wrapping. And I can't remember where I learned the leather ones, but I will try to find it and link it below. All right, guys, if you're interested in learning how to do this, comment below and let me know so that I can make sure I'm not wasting your time or mine. But I had a ball playing around with these. I almost pressed record while I was doing it, but you know, it's it's very boring to watch if you're just sitting here creating. But if you guys are interested, I can do a few of them. I won't sit here and make all of these. I made all of these in one day, but I can show you different varieties. All right, guys, that's all I popped in for. Wanted to say, hey, look what I did. All right, go create something amazing. Bye.